Timeline, it's Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is what you don't see coming for the week of March 23rd, 2025. I'm going to begin with Aries, work my way around the zodiac wheel here, ending at Pisces. Timestamps, as always, will be in the description box below. I've set the intentions of this reading to be for your sun, moon, rising, as well as your Venus placements. I'm including Venus this week because Venus is still in retrograde. It has been since March 1st. So be sure to check out those 4 placements, or maybe another placement that you regularly follow. If you're not sure what your placements are, there is a link in the description box where you can obtain your free birth chart. Take a look at that site. Make sure you download that PDF file because that is yours to keep forever and ever. And then you can just come back here to this video and click on the timestamp for the respective placement or placements that you wish to view. Keep in mind, my friends, this is a collective general reading. It is not individualized or personalized to you, and therefore it's possible that messages may come through today that do not fully resonate. And if that happens, please don't get upset. It just means that that one message is intended for someone else of your sign or your sign's placement. So as I always say, just take what fits, leave what doesn't. If it's not your message, it's someone else's. At the end of this reading, I will do a collective general reading for everyone watching, utilizing our mystery cards here at the bottom of this deck. So with all that said, my friends, let's begin. Hello, Aries. Let's see what you don't see coming for the week of March 23rd, 2025. You have haunted memories, flashbacks, side effects. Let's see what this is all about for Aries, sun, moon, rising, as well as Venus. One more shuffle. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have 5 of Pentacles. Tell me more about haunted here for Aries, sun, moon, rising, as well as Venus. One more shuffle now. Thank you. Haunted is being clarified by the King of Wands, Temperance, the Moon, and the 9 of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have Death, the Empress, and the 10 of Pentacles. That leaves the Devil to the Emperor. Wow. To the 10 of Swords. And then I have a Knight of Swords. Could be dealing with the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I also have Sag here in the Temperance card, Cancer in the Moon card. The Death card is Scorpio. The Empress is Libra and Taurus. However, the Empress technically could be any of the 4 signs because the Empress embodies the energy of all 4 kings or all 4 queens. So I want you to take it how it resonates. Bottom of the deck, we have Capricorn energy here in the Devil. We have Aries in the Emperor. And then we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here in this Knight of Swords. Aries, I feel like this is you this week. I think you're really in your feels this week. It looks like you're thinking back to some type of memory or flashback that you've had with an individual. I think you're really up in your head and really up in your feels about this with the Moon card and the 9 of Swords card. I would expect this week would be maybe emotionally challenging for you. I mean, Mars is in Cancer. Mars is not very comfortable in Cancer, although it is direct. I just feel like this is a lot of reflecting back on for some of you, this could go back to childhood. You know, that Empress card could be you're thinking about a maternal, maybe even paternal figure in your life. Again, I don't read body parts. That's just my general standard rule as a tarot reader when I'm doing collective general readings. But I just think you're thinking back. Some of you could be thinking back to an ex. For others of you, you're currently partnered, but you're just recalling back the maybe the glory days of the relationship or the beginning, kind of like that budding stage here. I feel for a lot of you, it has to do with growing up and your youth and some prominent, maybe even dominant family figure here for you in your life. And for some of you, this is a connection that maybe you thought would go the distance, but never did. For some of you, this is a connection that is coming to an end. And you're just kind of thinking back to the beginning, almost like a relationship in review kind of thing. Now that the ending is here or the ending is approaching, you could be thinking back to, you know, how you met that person and all of the experiences and memories that you made with them along the way. Let's clarify this a little bit more for you. We have Justice here at the bottom of the deck. Tell me about the Moon card here for Aries. Tell me about the Moon card here for Aries. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Moon is being clarified by the 4 Swords. the Wheel of Fortune and the Five of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Five of Pentacles. You're definitely thinking about a previous chapter of your life. I think you've healed. To some extent with whatever this was for you, but I think there's still an ache, especially this week. We are in Mercury retrograde. It does affect all of the 12 zodiac signs. So I kind of just feel like for you this week, Aries, maybe your emotions will feel a little bit uncomfortable for you. You might be thinking to yourself like, well, why am I thinking of this all of a sudden? Or I haven't thought about this person in 20 years. Or you could be thinking about a parent who passed away. There's something like that here where your life is moving forward. But you're still kind of carrying some of the heartbreak from the loss of this connection. And like I said, when that loss happened will be different for all of you. And who that loss is about is different for all of you. But the one thing that Aries Collective has in common this week is a walk through memory lane, if you will, maybe about simpler times, or like I said, growing up, or the early stages of a connection, which either has ended for you or is on the precipice of ending for you. So be gentle with yourself this week, Aries. Again, I don't think anything huge is happening this week. This just, for me, just kind of feels like a walk through memory lane. You could find yourself looking at old photos or old photo albums, something to that effect. That is what I have for you, Aries, for the week of March 23rd, 2025. If you like this message and it resonates with you, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, my friend, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Taurus. Let's see what the week of March 23rd, 2025 has in store for you. You have a bankrupt. Yes, maybe for one or two of you watching, this could be an unexpected bill or expense that comes through. Maybe something that, you thought you paid, and this week you're getting like a past due notice. That's quite possible. For others of you, Taurians, I feel like this is a particular situation, environment, or connection in your life that you are determining is bankrupt. It holds no value to you anymore, or your values with whatever this person, place, or thing is, the values are misaligned, or they're just no longer in sync. You could actually find a particular situation, environment, or connection to be spiritually or morally bankrupt as well. Bottom of the deck, the Hermit. So I think you're really going within this week, thinking about this, doing a lot of soul searching, a lot of introspection. Tell me more about this for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Why is the bankrupt card here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Bankrupt is being, oh my God, the Seven of Swords. Taurus, I've cleansed all the cards since I did the readings yesterday. And you and two other signs are consistently showing this card. And I just want to tell you, I know that this is uncomfortable to have to deal with the Seven of Swords. I've been there. But I will tell you that for me as a tarot reader, the Seven of Swords usually tells me like this won't last for long. And that's because it's air energy. So some way, somehow this will, there'll be a dissolution to this in the near future. It's not like pentacle energy where it'll be with you for years. I'm not saying the ramifications or you won't be emotionally affected by whatever this is, but it's almost like it can't go on for much longer. Seven of Swords is followed by the Three of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the Six of Cups. There's some kind of soulmate, soul bond connection here at play that is no longer beneficial to you. It's bankrupt. It has outlived its purpose. It no longer holds value in your life. Bottom of the deck, we have Nine of Swords, we have the Sun, and we have the Strength card. That leaves the Page of Pentacles to Justice, to Three of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. Take this how it resonates to you. Soulmate, soul bond connections for me as a tarot reader comes in all shapes and sizes. Neighbors, colleagues, friends, family members, acquaintances, co-workers. It could also represent a place of employment that you've been at for a long time, or it could be even like an industry that you always wanted to be in, maybe since you were a child and now you're there. It's just not what you thought it would be. Whatever this Six of Cups represents for each of you will be entirely different. What you all have in common is it's no longer serving your highest good. There's trickster energy here at play. This is lies by omission, deception. This is passing you up for promotions, broken promises, cheating in some way. the reduction of or almost stealing of financial assets from you. This could be a energy vampire that just kind of feeds on you for your energy, for your ideas. Some tarot readers see this card as someone who has narcissistic personality tendencies or disorders or traits. This also could be a card that speaks about infidelity. It's definitely a trickster energy. Now, it could be a card of strategy, but whatever this person is doing, they are strategizing to trick you. And this has come up consistently in your readings, Taurus. I think this is someone that you work with or you collaborate with on a regular basis. So again, friend, family member, lover, I don't know, maybe for some of you, you volunteer on a committee or a board or a community group. I just see like you're constantly trying to give to this individual or to this entity or to this energy, but you're always met with resistance. Five of Wands. There's competition. There's ankle biting. There are harsh words thrown back and forth. It's almost like we agree to disagree because we just don't want to fight anymore. But that doesn't mean that you are blind or naive to what is happening here. So even for those of you where you're like, I'm giving up the fight, it's not because you are condoning what this person or this group of people are doing to you. I just feel like you're the one strategizing on how you're going to get out of this. Whatever situation, environment, or connection this is, it is bankrupt. It's no more aligned with you. I think you're really up in your head because I think, and the feeling I'm getting here is that you thought this was the sun. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. The industry I really wanted to be in, the job I thought was, oh my God, this is so, like when you landed it, it was like, oh my God, I could really see myself here and I'm going to be able to grow here, right? The Sun card is a card of growth and vitality and success. It's also the 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles all rolled into one. And I think that's what you thought. And it went from being something you were really happy and excited about to something that takes you a lot of strength to just cope or deal with. So I don't know, who or what that is. Again, it's different for all of you. I just feel like you are now trying to find Page of Pentacles energy here at the bottom of the deck is like some tangible way out. How to end the connection, finding another job to leave this job. I think you're being very smart about it, very practical, very pragmatic, very Taurian of you. But you're acknowledging something is wrong here. Something is wrong here. I want to tap into this Seven of Swords for you, Taurus. Bottom of the deck, we have Queen of Wands. Could be a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Consequently, I have Leo here in the Sun card, and I also have Leo here in the Strength card. So maybe for some of you, you're dealing with a Leo or someone who has high Leo placements in their chart. It really can be any sign, to be quite honest with you, because it is a general collective reading. I also feel that by June, and this was so strange, I did a reading for someone this week. They're not a Taurus. And I know that the Sun card is Leo, right? I'm aware of that. And many tarot readers will say that's Leo season. But I kept being called to this card as June. And so I'm getting the same feeling now. I feel like by June, you will have moved on, or you'll be well on your way to moving on from whatever trickster energy this has been for you. And if it's not by June, it's by Leo season. It's like the start of summer for the Northern Hemisphere. I feel is like when you're out or very close to being out of this situation. Tell me more about this trickster energy here, this Seven of Swords. What is Taurus dealing with? Tell me more about the Seven of Swords. One more shuffle. Thank you. Clarify by Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. King of Wands shows itself again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And then you have the Star card, which could be Aquarius. Bottom of the deck, we have Chariot, which is Cancer season. Chariot, Five of Cups, Knight of Swords. For some of you, this could be one person. It could be two people. I kind of get the feeling here, Taurus, that you thought this was something you could heal, like a rift or a disagreement with a boss or a family member or a group of people. I feel like there was some hope here at some point. This could be salvaged. Maybe the work environment really isn't that bad, right? If I just keep trucking along and showing up every day and putting in my 3 pentacles. But I think what you're realizing is it's bankrupt. This is like having a bank account at $0 and you just keep looking at it every day. It's not changing. You know what I mean? It's just, it's closed out. I think you've been here a little bit longer, or you've been tolerating this situation for longer than you should have. But again, I think you were clinging to hope that this would resolve itself, or this person or these people would start to act right, or start to treat you better, or start to invest pentacle energy into you. There's no pentacle energy here on the table except for the Three of Pentacles, and I feel that's you. I feel like you're the one showing up every day, giving something to whatever or whomever this is, and there's no reciprocity. You know, if this is a love connection, the Queen of Cups in this deck, the chalice is on the cup. This person isn't pouring a lot of love into you. I want to get a couple of cards on the King of Wands here. I get the feeling, you know, in some decks, the King of Wands is ready to get up out of their throne. They look very action orientated. You know, whether this is one person or two people, I feel like this person is just sitting back, watching you, maybe watching you do all of the work, or I don't know, for some reason, and I don't get this energy typically with the King of Wands, but I get the energy like this person is sitting back, maybe expecting you to do all the work. This could be a work situation where you have a coworker or a higher up or a boss like taking advantage of you, watching you put in all the work, and they're not helping you. There could be something like that at play. Bottom of the deck, we have Hierophant, which is your energy. Tell me more about this King of Wands here. Yeah, I kind of feel like this person's sitting on their laurels. Like they're really not helping you. They are bankrupt. Whoever this person or these people are represented here, you've been trying to heal this with. I feel like they're bankrupt. Tell me more about this for Taurus. One more shuffle. Thank you. This is being clarified. The Chariot shows itself again. The Eight of Pentacles and the Temperance card. I really, bottom of the deck, I have Emperor. It could be a boss. It could be a masculine figure in your life. It could be a business partner. It could be a lover, or it could be a feminine leaning very heavily into their masculine energy and not in a good way. And I feel like you know this about this person. Ace of Swords and the Nine of Wands. I think you're getting clarity. You're putting in all the work in whatever this is, or at least that's how it feels like to you. Chariot, I go, go, go. I'm constantly trying to move this forward. I'm trying to find success here. Eight of Pentacles, there could be times where you feel like I'm working 8 days a week on whatever this is, even though there's only 7 days in a week. I'm trying to be very balanced, but interestingly enough, in the Temperance card in this deck, there's a triangle here, which is like a yield sign in the United States. I don't know if the rest of the world recognizes the triangle as that, but this is like a pause. Like Taurus, you're doing too much. You're putting in way too much effort, and whomever or whatever this is, they're not contributing as much as you are. And whatever connection this is, because of their lack of input or lack of enthusiasm or lack of investment in you, in this connection or in this project that you're working on with these people, healing cannot take place. And I feel with Archangel Michael here, with the yield sign was the first thing that came out to me. It was like, if you just pause and step back a bit, you're going to realize that this situation, environment, or connection is bankrupt. It's no more aligned with you. And maybe at one time it was, but it no longer is. Whatever it is now clearly taking advantage of you. And if you just kind of take a step back, you will realize that. And I think for a lot of you, that's what you're doing this week. That's what I have for you, Taurus, for the week of March 23rd, 2025. If you like this message and it resonates with you, or you wish to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Gemini. Let's see what we don't see coming for the week of March 23rd, 2025. Okay, we have hustling, making it rain, being very focused on a particular project here. For some of you, this could be money related. I get the feeling here like you'll be very busy this week. Maybe some of you are considering having a yard sale or garage sale or cleaning out your space. Ending loose ends. That sounds so weird. I think the message is tying up loose ends. So maybe you've had some projects that you started and you haven't completed. Like for myself, I really need to paint my bedroom. It's like I have half the furniture in another room and half the furniture in the hallway. And I really need to just like get on with it and just spackle up and paint. So I kind of get that feeling here with the hustling card, like running around, getting a lot of things done, tending to some things that maybe you've put on the back burner or you haven't had time for, or like me, you have some projects that are kind of open-ended. And I feel like this week you're just kind of like trying to tie up some loose ends and get a lot done. And some of you, you're very money focused. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups. Tell me more about this. And Queen of Cups, you know, is a very intuitive queen, the most intuitive queen in tarot. This is someone who pours a lot of love into themselves. This is someone who understands unconditional love. So I think actually being busy and getting a lot of things done, by the end of the week, you'll feel really good. You'll be in Queen of Cups energy, like very happy and very satisfied with yourself that you were able to get all of this accomplished this week. Tell me more about this for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Page of Cups came flying out of the deck. Maybe some of you are dealing with a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. We then have Nine of Wands, the Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have Three of Cups. See, there's that victory and celebration. Like, I did it. I can't believe I did it. The Star, the Ace of Wands, the Six of Cups. Beautiful energy. Three of Pentacles, King of Wands. I wish I could show you what's here. Five of Pentacles and Eight of Cups. This came up in your tarot card for the week where you were like ditching this. You were Eight of Cupping this Five of Pentacle energy. I don't feel good enough. I can't get that done. This was something someone embedded in you in a long time. And I remember that reading. One, I did it yesterday. Two, I released it Saturday morning, and I really resonated with this. For me, it's going back to childhood. For me, and it's something that I've been confronting and dealing with, and my person has been helping me through it. I've had like the best week I've had in a long time mentally, because I've been breaking free from that. I think a lot of you are doing the same or realizing that you have to. So with that kind of being kicked to the curb this week, you are eclipsing that. Look, this is, and I think in that reading I said like, more things will open up for us now, right? With that Seven of Cups, like now we'll have more partnerships come in, whether they're platonic or romantic, more things to do, more things to pour our heart into, more ways to make money. I think we had King of Pentacles there, Seven of Cups. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was in the reading. So this is sort of what's playing out now this week. Page of Cups, I think you're feeling lighter. For me, the Page of Cups is a very playful, it's a very youthful energy. Nine of Wands, you're not giving up, you're being persistent. And then I have Page of Wands. I think you're looking for ways, either how to make money. For some of you, very well could be how to make money. I'm going to clarify that for you. I have Three of Pentacles here. So it's possible for some of you, you're looking for projects to work on, ways to make money, like I was saying, cleaning out your home. That's quite possible as well. King of Wands energy, you're really getting stuff done, whether that's someone who's helping you do this or that's just you embodying the energy of the King of Wands. It's a very action-orientated king. And this king, unlike some other decks, it's almost like a review, like you're looking over Page of Wands, King of Wands. What can I do next? What can I tackle next? So I like this for you. I think by the end of the week, you're feeling really good. There's victory here. There's success. I think you're reigniting some passion within you. So yeah, that Ace of Wands could be anything. You're deciding to start a new project, close up or tie up loose ends for like existing projects. Some of you are having new creative ideas when it comes to how to strengthen your current connections in your life, soulmate connections. For others of you, you may decide to get out there and meet some new people, whether it's online or it's in person. This is a very busy energy. This is a very youthful energy. I think a lot of you will feel probably the best you have felt in quite some time. I know for me, it started about a week ago. So maybe for you, you're either on the same timeline as me, or maybe you're just a little behind, but it looks like this week we're kind of all catching up to this. We're feeling better. We're getting things done. I say we, as most of you know, I'm a Gemini sun. We're feeling more youthful. We're focused on our money. We're tying up some loose ends here. I like this a lot. And by the end of the week, I think you're feeling very satisfied, very content there in that Three of Cups. Tell me more about the Ace of Wands here. Now, obviously, it'll be different for all of you, but there's some creative, passionate spark here for some of you. I want to say for most of you. What that'll be will be different for all of you, but let's see if we can narrow it down a bit. Tell me more about the Ace of Wands here. I think this is very healing for you. So maybe some of you are thinking of ways on how to heal your finances. For others of you, just being so busy and getting things done and feeling accomplished will heal you. Like that in and of itself will heal you. Bottom of the deck, Justice. I like this. Very balanced Gemini collective. I think a couple weeks ago I said that we were leaning into our earth energy, feeling more grounded. This is feeling more balanced. Tell me more about the Ace of Wands here for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. One more shuffle. Thank you. Ace of Wands clarified by Two of Pentacles. Some of you will be looking for ways to better balance yourselves financially. The Fool, maybe taking some new risks in money. Again, yard sales, garage sales, putting things up online, cleaning out your home. This is an energy here of like feeling refreshed. The Fool card has a spring in his step in this deck. He also comes across as like a jokester, which again goes back to me, that double page confirmation there of feeling youthful and lighthearted. I also think that you're going to feel this week like almost like a trickster, but not in a negative way. Like I'm just getting things done, right? I'm just like left and right. I'm juggling all these things and I'm getting it all done and I'm successful. I'm successful at it too. And bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles. I like this. Six of Wands. This is a great week to be a Gemini or a Gemini placement. And that normally doesn't happen during a Mercury retrograde, but we are nearing the end of it on April 7th. And depending on your birth chart, it's going to have a different effect on you because Mercury is our ruling planet. But for the majority of you, you're feeling really good. There's a spring in your step. Again, there's a youthful energy here, and there's an energy here of it's time to get my finances in order. You're feeling better balanced. You're tending to a lot of different things this week, and you're not doing them half-assed. You're accomplishing them, and I think that's why by the end of the week, you're feeling really good. Three of Cups, celebration. Six of Wands, you're victorious here. I do have Seven of Swords to the Hierophant, to the King of Swords. I think this is you deciding not to do something in a traditionalist kind of way. So maybe you're going a little bit outside of the norm to get things done. But I think, again, there's this feeling of feeling like very accomplished here. Nine of Cups, the Page of Cups, again, more youthful energy. The High Priestess has a spring in her step in this deck. She almost looks like she's flying. So I really like this for you. I think you're strategizing your time this week. I feel like time management is going to be a big focus for the Gemini collective because you're looking to get a lot done in 7 days, like in the next 7 days. But you will be successful. I think you'll be very tired next weekend. I'm not going to lie to you. You might need a rest. But for right now, for the next 7 days, you're bossing up and you're getting things done. And by Saturday, the 29th, you might feel a little tired, but you're going to feel tremendously accomplished because of everything that you're getting done here. So bravo to you, Gemini. Busy week ahead for us, but we're getting things done. And we're not giving up. And for a lot of us, we have like a lot of these little projects and ideas that we've been wanting to do or wanting to finish. And it looks like this week we're wrapping them all up. So we might be exhausted by Saturday, but we're going to feel extremely accomplished. So get to it, Gemini. Start hustling. You got a lot of things to do this week. That's what I have for you for the week of March 23rd, 2025. If you like this message and it resonates with you, or you wish to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Cancer. Let's see what's headed your way the week of March 23rd, 2025. You have blocking. Tell me what Cancer is blocking here. What is Cancer blocking here? Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Interestingly enough, the bird here is like leaving the nest. Might be deciding to go out on your own. You could be feeling a lot more free this week. Maybe for some of you, you're not blocking something. Maybe you're removing a block to your happiness or a block to your freedom. Bottom of the deck, Page of Cups. Tell me more about this for Cancer. I feel like you're getting free of something that has been blocking you, something that has been holding you back, a mindset, a pattern, a particular situation, environment, or connection. You are setting yourself free. Some of you, you're going out on your own or reestablishing yourself. Tell me more about this. One more shuffle. Thank you. This is being clarified by the King of Cups, really bossing up in your energy here, whether you're masculine or feminine. Ace of Cups. Oh, yeah. I feel like a lot of you, you're being free. Page of Swords, you're freeing yourself here. Nine of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Four of Cups, Three of Pentacles, and Three of Cups. This is beautiful. Four of Swords, Five of Cups, and Page of Wands. Slow, incremental progress to move on from something that has held you back for so long. I think you're being very smart about this, Page of Swords. I feel like you're inquiring. You're not ready to take the shot this week, right? Because in this deck, the individual is holding the bow, and they're just about to pull an arrow. So I feel like you're just about to strike. Not quite yet, though. So maybe you need to collect more information or more data, or write out your thoughts, or like write out the plan. But you're close, because the new beginning is here. The pearl is here. It's shining to you. You can see it. You can see now the light at the end of the tunnel. Something you have called, like you have called in this King of Cups energy. You've called it into the universe. You've asked for this, and it's like, it's here, this new beginning. But you're not quite yet ready to strike. You're at the nines, Nine of Wands. 10 of Wands would be like, okay, I'm done. So I think you're really close to wrapping up something that has kept you blocked for so long, or that has kept you back, or you've been somewhat like imprisoned by this. Four of Cups, Three of Pentacles, and Three of Cups. You're really, really close to leaving this behind. Going from the 4 to the 3, which sounds like a downgrade, but it's actually an upgrade, because Four of Cups is a feeling of malaise and discontent and boredom. And I don't think I want this anymore. I don't know if I want this anymore. I don't know if I want to do this. Like, what this is different for all of you. But this week, the collective is acknowledging it's held me back. You have been calling in and hoping for this new beginning in whatever this is for you, professionally, personally, romantically, and it's here. It's close enough to where now you can see it. It looks tangible. You can realize it. You can daydream about it. It's no longer just a fantasy. I just think you have to like tie up some loose ends here with the Page of Swords. Maybe get some more information. Like I said, dot your I's, cross your T's, create a little bit more of a plan. And then I think you're executing it. You're close to the end. Nine of Wands. You're close to, I don't want to say you're giving up, because in the Nine of Wands in this card, this person's like, they're just taking some rest. They're holding on to the Ace of Wands, which is a new beginning, but they're just resting under the tree. Before I get up and go in for the kill strike to put an end to this once and for all, whatever's been holding me back, I think you're just resting this week. Notice Nine of Wands, resting under the tree. Four of Cups, resting under the tree. So I think for a lot of you, with that, we have the Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups. Three of Cups for me would be the third month of the year, March. I think by the end of March, this is coming to a rapid close for you. I just feel like this week, maybe you're tying up some loose ends, like I said, but you're close to putting an end, and you're close to being free. You can see it. You can smell it. Like, you can smell the freedom in the air. And I think you know that the new beginning you want is here. You just have to button up some like last minute things. I'm going to pull some cards for you on this Page of Swords. I know it'll be different for all of you, but maybe it'll resonate for one person. Tell me more about the Page of Swords here for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Why is the Page of Swords here? I just saw Wheel of Fortune. So maybe for some of you, yeah, you want this new cycle of your life to begin. I think you're realizing that it's not going to begin until you take action to close out the last cycle. Judgment. You're listening to your inner calling, and you're the one making the judgment call. Like, it's almost like if this is going to end, it's going to end on my terms. Bravo to you. Tell me more about the Page of Swords here for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. One more shuffle. Thank you. Page of Swords. We've got the Knight of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. Bottom of the deck, High Priestess. You are using your intuition to guide you here this week to figure out ways on how you can close this out as quick as you can, so you can move towards your new beginning in the Ace of Pentacles, where you will have victory here and celebration in the Four of Wands. I really like this for you. And the High Priestess is immediately followed by the Four of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. You're being very methodical, very practical, very pragmatic here. You're healing. This will be a very healing part of your journey in life. And I think it's because you were dependent on something or someone else to close this out for you. And you're like, nah, brah, I'm going to close this out. I'll do it in my, my way, on my terms, in my time. But I think that's what becomes so empowering for you. So when you do get here, and for most of you, this could go on till June. I really feel by the end of March, you're deciding to close it out. Now, I don't know what it is for you. Maybe for some of you, this is by the end of March, you decide I'm leaving this job, but you can't, quit immediately. So maybe you need a couple of weeks or a month or two to find the next job. So for some of you, it could stretch out till summer. These are really summer vibes for me. I live in the Northern Hemisphere. So regardless of where you live in the world, I kind of feel like maybe this is May, June type of feeling, July, that, again, that summer feeling, going to the beach, having fun. When the weather is warmer and you can wear bathing suits and shorts outside, that type of thing. But you're closing it out. Like by the end of March, you're deciding I'm done with this. So I wouldn't be surprised that in April we start seeing more 10s, because you seem to be at the 9s right now. So in April, we'll probably see more 10s for those of you that are very close to closing this out, but you're almost there. You're dotting your I's, you're crossing your T's, and you're well on your way to victory. And I think it's because you decided to do this yourself. So again, bravo to you. That is what I have for you. Cancer, something that has been blocking your happiness is the one thing you're about to free yourself from. So congratulations, my friend. That is what you don't see coming for the week of March 23rd, 2025. If you like this message and it resonates with you, or you wish to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you good luck with this situation, as well as light, love, and peace. Hello, Leo. Let's see what you're not expecting for the week of March 23rd, 2025. You have travel. Tell me more about travel for Leo. This could be you deciding to travel to or from a particular person, place, or thing. For others of you, this could be something else coming towards you, or maybe even leaving your life. Maybe if I'm speaking to one Leo out there that's actually starting to make travel plans. Could be deciding to go on vacation or take a couple of days off and do something. Tell me more about travel here for Leo. Bottom of the deck, 3 of Pentacles. Some of you might get some kind of offer opportunity this week to travel for work. Tell me more about travel. And it doesn't have to be going to a conference or a convention. I mean, it could be, but it could be your boss asking you on a random Tuesday or Wednesday this week to go out and grab lunch for the office or for the department or something like that. Tell me more about travel here for Leo. One more shuffle. Thank you. All right, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. What do we have? 6 of Cups. Justice. Ace of Swords. I was just thinking something and I see the Ace of Swords and I feel like, yes, that's the truth. 2 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Pentacles, the Chariot, travel, Knight of Cups. If you are asked this week to go anywhere, and again, I'm going to use work as an example. Your boss asked you to run out and, can you run out? And we ordered lunch from whatever. Do you think you could run out and grab it? Do it. Someone asked you to run an errand for them. Do it. There's a soulmate, soul bond connection here that is being put on path for the Leo collective, but you are meeting this individual through travel. Maybe some of you are making travel plans this week to go away in June, 6 of Cups. This would be the 6th month of the year. I would say to move forward with those travel plans. Again, you have a soulmate, soul bond connection waiting for you. This is definitely, if you are asked to go anywhere this week or you're making plans this week to go somewhere in the near future, this message is letting you know that what you don't see coming is a new soulmate, soul bond connection being put on your path during your travels. If you get the urge, and I'm gonna say, don't just be now like every day this week you're gonna go to the post office and go to the food store. No, this is something that it's like, about it because you're watching a tarot reading right now, but this would be something unexpected that comes up. Again, being asked to run an errand or to go to someone's home, or you're being invited somewhere, or maybe you're making some travel plans now for the near future or for June or July, something like that, because I have June in the 6 of Cups, July in Cancer season, anything like that. spontaneous or out of the blue, I would move forward with it. Obviously, you know, proceed with caution always. But there's something here about a new soulmate, soul bond connection being put on path for you. Tell me more about the Six of Cups. Tell me more about this new soulmate. Bottom of the deck, Two of Swords. Yeah, if you're undecided about going somewhere or on plans, you know, that would block this connection from coming in. Tell me more about the Six of Cups here for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. One more shuffle. Thank you. I don't know why, I just got the feeling here of like Disney. I don't know if some of you are thinking about going to like Disneyland or Disney World, maybe because there's a castle in the back and there's two little kids here. I don't know. Maybe some of you are thinking of going, and it doesn't have to be Disney. It could be like an amusement park or some type of place like that. Maybe for one person watching, but you, in that respect, you're meeting a new soulmate on your path there. And it could just be someone who ends up being a friend for quite some time or for the next chapter of your life. For some of you, it could be love related. Six of Cups is clarified by the Four of Swords, the Eight of Cups, and the High Priestess. I feel like this person helps you get out of your shell. Page of Wands. This is, again, this youthful feeling. This is a very healing connection. I feel like this person pulls you out of your ruts. I think this is a very spiritual person. They could be a Pisces. They don't have to be. Again, this person's like flying. For some of you, maybe you're deciding to travel somewhere by plane, train, automobiles. I think this is a new journey for you. The Eight of Cups, we move towards the Nine of Cups. So yeah, if you're being asked to move, if you're, okay. All right, that's a different message. If you're having a calling this week within you to literally move, like relocate, I would give serious thought to it, because if you're a single Leo, you have a new soulmate or soul bond connection in a destination that's different than the one you're currently at. So in a new city, in a new state, maybe in a new country, a new part of the world. Please don't pack up and move tomorrow to the opposite end of the world to meet this person. I just feel like if you've been having the nudge lately to like pack up and go and move, or maybe I want to explore different places to live, I feel like that's your intuition telling you like it's time to go, to relocate. Eight of Cups is a card of movement. In that respect, you would be moving towards a new community of people where you have several soulmates there waiting for you. Again, friends, something like that, friends that become part of the fabric of your life, kind of like the family you make for yourself. For others of you, it's a love connection. There's a new soulmate or several soulmate soul bond connections on path for the Leo collective. For some of you, it will come in your travels this week if you're asked to go anywhere. For others of you, you're making plans this week to travel somewhere, maybe in June or July. That is where you're meeting this person, or you're meeting them during travel. Like, I don't know, you end up sitting next to them on the plane, train, that type of thing. And for others of you, if you're getting this nudge or urge within you to like relocate, that could even be like find another job. Thank you. Find another job, or literally relocate where you're living. There's one person, and for some of you, a community of people that they are soulmate, soul contracts. They're being put on path for you. So that's what I have for you, Leo. I like this message for you a lot. So for some of you in your local travels, for others of you, you're planning to like travel abroad in June or July. And for some of you, you're thinking of relocating work. If you're feeling that nudge within you to like, let's just explore it. Page of Wands. Let's just explore other job opportunities or places to relocate to or places to travel. I feel like that's your intuition telling you to go, because there's someone there of importance that you are meant to meet. That is what I have for you, Leo, for the week of March 23rd, 2025. I would tap into your intuition this week when it comes to making these plans or going anywhere. Again, even if it's just a light and local travel for you this week. That is what I have for you for the week of March 23rd, 2025. If you like this message and it resonates with you, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Virgo. Let's see what the week of March 23rd, 2025 has in store for you. We have creativity. This is someone who could steal your ideas. They could duplicate, try to duplicate your work. You could try to be a Virgo, but you'll never be a Virgo. That's what I just felt the whole Virgo collective say. This could be an energy vampire. Tell me more about this. I feel like if you have any really good ideas this week, Virgo, or you're feeling like exceptionally creative, I would be careful of making any like public announcements about it or sharing it with people until you have like solidified the plan or you've made it yours. Or maybe you're working on something that requires a patent or a copyright. There's something like that here where you have a really great idea. I would keep it to yourself until you actually release it, or you're just about to release it, or you have secured it, because there could be someone here in your energy this week. Six of Cups, they look like a friend, but they're really like a frenemy type of thing. So this, I would be careful of divulging anything new that you want to do or work on, or path or idea or plan that you have to someone that you trust, because I kind of feel like this person might try to steal it from you, or like be a copycat and copy you, or do it before you do it. There's something like that, like trying to beat you to the punch type of thing. Tell me more about this for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. What do they need to know about this thief? We're going to call them a thief. One more shuffle. Thank you. What do you need to know about the thief? Nine of Swords, the Fool, the Ten of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. Be super careful with this new beginning that you have. Queen of Swords, be very discerning who you tell, who you talk to. Four of Cups, you may think you're telling someone and they won't do anything about it, or it's falling on deaf ears. Be very smart and discerning here, because I feel like this person is just gathering information. It's like this person can't come up with their own ideas. They wait to hear yours. This is a super specific message. It's obviously not going to be for every Virgo, but we have the Eight of Wands, again, Six of Cups, and Three of Cups. Something is, you're having an idea this week. It's very inspirational to you. You're very happy about it. I'm going to do this. I'm going here. I would be careful who you communicate this to, because again, I feel like there's someone here. Could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I just feel, it could be an Aries. I just feel like you have someone here who would steal this idea from you, or try to copy you, or try to one-up you. Or if this is something like you need to launch or do by a certain day, this is the person who tries to do it or get it out before you do it. So everyone's like, oh my God, you're so smart, or that's so great, or where did you come up with that? And meanwhile, you're going to sit here in the Nine of Swords like, oh my God, they took my idea. Just be super careful with that, because I think you're on the precipice of a new beginning. And whatever this is, I think you're really happy about it. I would just be very discerning who you tell, because I feel like not everyone is your friend this week. Tell me about this new, well, you know what? I'm not even going to ask what the new beginning is, because I don't want the cross watchers to take your idea from you or whatever you're working on. We're not going to clarify the Fool card. All right, I caught myself there. Let's see. Let's learn more about this person. I feel like their energy is the Four of Cups. Nothing really goes well for them. This is someone who's not very creative, is the feeling that I'm getting. And they kind of always wait for you to communicate something to them or other people. And that's how they make it, or that's how they have any type of like success in their life. Bottom of the deck, King of Cups, could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This could even be like at work. Just be super careful, because I think you come up with some novel idea or something you're working on, or some goal or some dream. And you either have someone here who's going to try feeding off your energy and make you go from Nine of Cups to Four of Cups, because you'll start telling them this good idea you have and they're going to knock it down. And this is a very pessimistic person, because they're seeing you being all happy about this new dream or plan or goal, or maybe even a new relationship that some of you are involved in, or maybe you're thinking about getting out there and meeting new people. I think you already know who this person is. This is like the Debbie Downer. You tell them something and they've got 10 reasons why you shouldn't do it, and 10 reasons why it can't work out, and 10 reasons why the person doesn't want you. And it's just a horrible energy to be around, is the feeling I'm getting here. And for others of you, you're coming up with a really great idea, something inspirational or something you want to do in the future, and this person will literally steal it from you, or copy your work, or try to duplicate it, or beat you to the punch. Tell me more about this Four of Cups. One more shuffle. Thank you. I have the Hermit, I have the Four of Pentacles, and I have the Death card. Look, bottom of the deck, Temperance. It's not even going to tell me who this person is. It's just telling me you need to keep it to yourself, Virgo. Hermit, Four of Pentacles. Keep it to yourself. Keep it to your chest. I don't know what it is that you're birthing or rebirthing or thinking of ending or thinking of renewing here in your life. I think it makes you very happy. This is not a bad week for Virgo, but it could be. It could be if you end up telling this person what these plans are. So I just think your message here is really clear, to keep something very close to you. That doesn't mean that, you know, not to be happy and stuff like that, but I wouldn't divulge too much. I feel like loose lips sink ships. Maybe that's why we saw that King of Cups. Maybe that's the message there. Loose lips sink ships. Whatever this is that you're working on or you're moving towards, I think just do it in a very balanced way. There's no need to be very boastful about it. The time to be boastful is when you complete it, or, you know what I mean, you get it done, or it's yours, you patented, you copyright it, like whatever it is. I would look how quiet the Queen of Pentacles is here. This is you, masculine or feminine. I would just, and if anyone starts, you know, with their crap this week, trying to bring you down, again, I would say as high vibe as you can. This is a very feel-good energy, but you have someone here who might try to bring you down or get in your head, or like I said, steal an idea from you or talk you out of something you want to do. So I would limit my conversation with people this week, even if they look like a friend or a close family member. I think at the end of the day, they're jealous of you. And so they're really, at the end of the day, they're more of like a frenemy. So yeah, I'm glad I didn't, I didn't clarify that Fool card, because I don't want to let anyone know what you're up to. But good for you, Virgo. Stay high vibe, work on whatever this is, and just be careful of those energy and idea vampires this week, okay? That is what I have for you for the week of March 23rd, 2025. If you like this message and it resonates with you, or you wish to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Libra. Let's see what you don't see coming for the week of March 23rd, 2025. You have drama starter. Oh, split the deck. I have 10 of Pentacles and the Devil. For some of you, this is something that's been going on a long time. It could revolve around finances or commitments. This could be with a job. Could also be with a Capricorn. Let's see what we get here. Tell me more about drama starter here for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And I kind of feel like this is being done behind the curtain. There's like a couple here, but they're behind the curtain, like they're off stage. So I don't think a lot of people know about this. So it's kind of being done like behind the scenes. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Wands. I feel like this is a repeated pattern with whomever this is. Tell me more about this. You could also feel very defensive regarding whomever or whatever this is, and that Nine of Wands energy. Tell me more about the drama starter here that Libra is dealing with this week. One more shuffle. Thank you. All right, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. What do we have? We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Eight of Cups. We have the Three of Wands. And we have the Three of Swords. Aye. Libra. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, and the Hangman. Ooh. That leaves the Chariot to the Four of Cups, to the Nine of Cups here, and the Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Libra, I feel like this week you are emotionally withdrawing or emotionally pulling away from something or someone that you initially wanted. So this Ace of Wands, this creative new beginning, maybe for some of you, this is a passion project or something you wanted to do around the home or even at work, whatever it is. Maybe for some of you, you're single and you were thinking about re-entering the dating pool. For others of you, maybe you wanted a passionate new beginning with your person, or with a friend or a family member, like to get out or do something. Whatever this new start is, you're emotionally withdrawing from it. Some of you are literally like walking away from it or leaving it. You could be eclipsing whatever this is out of your life. The Eight of Cups is the only card in tarot that actually shows an eclipse. And we do have that partial solar eclipse on March 29th. So there's something here about it sounded real good, or I wanted to do it, or it felt good. it was something that I wanted to embark on. And it could be something that you've currently, like you've been working on, but you're kind of abandoning it. Three of Wands, you're turning your back to it now. You're turning your back to the old Ace of Wands. What was once new at one time, or that you once wanted, you're now moving forward in a new direction. This is very heartbreaking for you. This is not something you wanted to do. I feel like this week you feel suspended. Seven of Pentacles, very different in this deck. This is someone who's actually enjoying the investment and enjoying the fruits of their labor. So I feel like you went from investing Seven of Pentacles into whatever this is to now only Three of Pentacles. And now it's become a game. This is drama. They're literally playing a game here. So I feel like because of the games, or you feel this, someone is playing games here with you, you're withdrawing your pentacle energy, your time, your love, your money, commitment, etc. from whatever this is. And you're sort of in suspend mode now, not knowing what to do. I have the Chariot, the Four of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. I feel like this is something you really wanted at one time, and maybe part of you still wants it, but you're not feeling very happy about it this week. Tell me what this new beginning is or was for Libra that they are abandoning this week. Now remember, energy is fluid. Maybe next week you decide you want to revisit this, or you know what I mean, you want to do this again or be part of it again. But it looks like this week you're emotionally withdrawing from it. Tell me about this Ace of Wands for Libra. Bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess. I feel like you're tapping into your intuition. Your intuition is telling you to pause. Not to give any of your energy to whatever this is. Although at one time you really wanted it. Tell me more about this Ace of Wands. One more shuffle. Thank you. Ace of Wands, again, High Priestess. The Four of Wands. Yeah, and the Knight of Swords. I think you were ready to go for it at some point. This was something that you wanted intuitively. You thought you wanted this. This was like a cause of celebration. Like when I get this done, or this project gets implemented or completed, or I move forward on this new path, or again, I re-enter the dating pool, or whatever this is for you. You really wanted to move towards it in that Knight of Swords energy. And now all of a sudden you are, for some reason this week, pulling back. You're going to Two of Pentacles. Like, I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know if I can balance this. Tell me about the Three of Swords. Tell me about the Three of Swords. I kind of feel like you're turning your back on whatever this is or whoever this is, but it's almost like you're doing it by force. I have no other choice. I really wanted this. I was going to move forward with this. You know, I saw this as my happiness, as victory. I saw the finish line, right? The Four of Wands. I saw the finish line, and now I have to walk away from it. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups, could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This could also mean like I have to pull back from this and now conserve or reserve my energy for myself. Tell me more about the Three of Swords here for Libra. One more shuffle. Thank you. Three of Swords, clarified. Wow. Ten of Swords. The Hierophant and the Page of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have Queen of Wands. I feel like you really believed in whatever this was. This is quite the ending for you. I don't think you saw this ending coming. I think at some point you felt that you were aligned with whomever or whatever this is. You saw opportunity here in the Page of Pentacles, but it just never grew. So it's a project that never got off the ground, or the project that was never quite completed, or it existed in theory, or it existed in fantasy. You invested some pentacle energy into it, but you only got to the Page of Pentacles. You were never able to get further. So it's something that didn't launch. I mean, if this is a relationship, this could be, you know, a false beginning, a false start, a false restart. But you didn't see it coming. This is something you really wanted. That's why it's so disappointing. Tell me about the Hangman energy here for Libra. Tell me about the Hangman energy. I feel like now you feel like you're free falling. The Hangman card in this deck is very different. This is the Pope Tarot deck. I feel like now you feel like you're free falling. You're not even suspended. You kind of feel like you were pushed into doing this, or you had no choice. Tell me more about the Hangman energy here for Libra. One more shuffle, Two of Wands. Yeah, it's turning your back to the past. Again, leaving the old Ace of Wands, whatever this was, in the past, but feeling forced to do it. One more shuffle. Thank you. Hangman is clarified by Five of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and the Star card. Bottom of the deck, Temperance. I do think after sitting on it for a little bit, you do make an offer to whatever or whomever this is. The Queen of Pentacles is offering a pentacle. So I'm taking this as an olive branch after a period of stagnation here. So maybe this week you're eclipsing it out, but then like maybe next week you're going to come back around again after some internal conflict and provide this energy or entity or this person or these people the opportunity to heal whatever this is and to relaunch it with the Queen of Pentacles. But in an effort to bring balance, temperance to this, again, we see that Two of Wands. I think this week you're stuck, Libra. I'm sorry to tell you that. I don't know who or what this is. It looks like you were really excited. You were putting plans into motion. You began to invest in this. You thought whoever this was, you and they were on the same page. You had the same values. But something here has gone wrong at some point in time. And so this week you feel like you have no choice but to emotionally withdraw from the chaos and conflict and what you're deeming to be as drama. Don't get mad at me, cross watcher. I'm just tapping into Libra's energy. I feel like this week you are in conservation mode and you're just looking to conserve your energy because this has really depleted you. I feel like you were really excited for whatever this is. So again, I don't know if it's in your professional, personal, or romantic life, but this week I see you being very paused. Next week I see you possibly offering an olive branch, but again, energy is fluid. So depending on what this entity does, I mean, this may change next week. Maybe by next week you decide, no, I'm not going to do that. For others of you, you may decide to increase that offering and go from the Queen of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. You know, again, energy is fluid, but for this week, you're not doing anything but conserving your energy and trying to withdraw from whomever or whatever this is. This is a lot of pain and disappointment here because you really thought that this was going to go the distance. I think you were really excited about this, and I get the feeling here like the rug was pulled out from underneath you. So it looks like you are eclipsing it, at least for this week. That is what I have for you, Libra, for the week of March 23rd, 2025. If you like this message and it resonates with you, or you wish to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Scorpio moon babies. Let's see what the week of March 23rd, 2025 has in store for us. Oh, I love this. We have Too Busy Winning. 3 different sets of trophies here on this table. So I kind of feel like you are busy winning, feeling really good. All of your big and small accomplishments, I think you're feeling good about, whether this is just like tidying up around the house or maybe you're very successful with work this week. There could be something going on in your life, but you don't want to focus on it. And maybe it is because I'm too busy winning or I'm too busy making progress in my life. Yeah, Ten of Swords. So for some of you, you have or you will be having something come to an end this week. So it either has ended recently or it's ending this week, and you are like shifting your focus towards, like I said, your victories, large and small. Tell me more about this for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. What do they need to know about Too Busy Winning? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Too Busy Winning, clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, the World card, and the Seven of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have Eight of Cups, 10 of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. That leaves Justice, 5 of Wands, 5 of Cups, oof, 9 of Pentacles. I think this is the first time I am not resonating with a Scorpio moon reading. Although it is predictive, so anything can happen this week. But as of right now, I'm not resonating with this. This message is for those of you where you have closed something out very significant in your life, or you are planning to do that this week. This is not being done to you. This is something you're planning to do. You've been strategizing in some form or fashion on how to close this out and move on from it. Instead, you're deciding to nurture yourself. Queen of Pentacles energy, nurture your space, focus on your money. Seven of Wands, you are very guarded against whatever or whomever this is. Eight of Cups, you're walking away from it. You are eclipsing it. And your desire is to move towards something that is happier or will provide you with more emotional content than whatever this has been. Tell me more about the Seven of Swords here. Why is the Seven of Swords here for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Seven of Swords is clarified by Queen of Wands, the Devil, and Temperance. Look at that. Good angel, bad angel right there. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. I feel like something did not go according to plan. Something that you wanted either didn't happen fast enough, or you feel like whomever this is, that they tricked you or they deceived you or they were lying to you. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We also have Capricorn here. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, Sag. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn again. Their sign is inconsequential. I feel like a lot of you felt that whatever this is was deception or it wasn't working out. And you're really angry about it. You're really angry about it, and you're deciding to walk away from it. And instead, you want to focus on other things in your life. But you're the one who's making the decision to slam the door on this now. I am going to say that when I see Queen of Wands to the Devil, this could be a little bit of irrational thinking here. Please don't get mad at me. Seven of Swords, Queen of Wands, and the Devil. This could be very emotionally charged. A lot of anger here. It could be toxic traits within you. It could be a toxic pattern that you're exhibiting, like easily cutting someone off or something off because it's not working out the way you thought or in the timing that you thought it would work out in. The World card could be a timing card. I feel like you have a choice here this week. Now, for some of you, you've closed this out already. You're really pissed off about it, but you're shutting the door on it and you're trying to refocus on other things that bring you happiness or long-term happiness or long-term stability. For others of you, you're making the decision to close it out this week, regardless of when you closed it out. You know, last week, last month, this week. It's like you had a choice, or you have a choice about bringing balance to the situation, or maybe repeating a cycle, a toxic cycle. And please don't get mad at me. You've chosen to go the toxic route in closing this out, or the way you're addressing this. You could restore balance to this at any time. The ball is in your court. You either have chosen not to do that, or you're choosing this week to not do it. But again, it's fueled by anger and rage because something just didn't work out the way you thought it would, or in the timing you thought it would, or there's something here where you feel you've been lied or tricked or deceived. And that may or may not be true. I don't know your individual stories, but it looks like you had two ways on how to handle it, and you defaulted or are about to default to either a toxic pattern within yourself, or like a toxic trait, or just there's just a lot of anger here, and that is overriding the calm and balanced way that you could have handled or could be handling this situation. Ace of Swords, and that is the truth. The World card. Tell me more about the World card here for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. What do they need to know about the World card? Bottom of the deck, Three of Swords. I think it's heartbreaking for you to close this out, but again, I think you're doing it. I think you're doing it out of anger. I'm also going to tell you this other message I just got. There are 3 trophies on the table. This person is holding the smallest one. I think for some of you, you think that you have victory in closing this out. I'm not saying that you're not right to close it out, but the way you're doing it, there's actually a small victory here. it's not the big grandiose victory you thought it would be. One more shuffle here. Thank you. World card clarified by death, the Empress, and the Six of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, King of Swords. Yeah, I think you're angry that this didn't play out the way you thought it would. I think you're taking full control here, whether you're an empress or an emperor. I don't read body parts. I think this is what you thought, or you will be thinking this week, is the way to restore balance to your life, or maybe even to whatever this is. Maybe you think by walking away, this has a chance of coming back around again and being more balanced. Or you feel that you have to close it out in an effort to be more balanced in your life. This is a decision you're making. Whomever, whatever this is on the other end, professionally, personally, romantically, they're not the ones closing it out. You're closing it out. Tell me about the Eight of Cups. You're closing this out, and you're walking towards either a known entity or an unknown entity here. But again, I feel like whatever this was for you, you have determined was sadness or not very emotionally fulfilling. And whether that 10 of Cups is a known commodity or not, you seem to be focused on that. And you want to move towards whomever or whatever that is. Again, whether you know it or not, you're leaving this behind this week. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles. There was some harvest here. It just wasn't what you expected. Tell me about that Eight of Cups. What came flying out of the deck? Two of Wands. Maybe some of you waited for this for a long time, and it just never came to fruition or never worked out the way you thought it would. Tell me more about this. One more shuffle. And so faced with the crossroads, you decided to turn your back to a Six of Cups, some kind of soulmate, soul bond connection, or someone you've known for a long time, and Knight of Wands. I mean, this could be a situation, and then we have Fool card, World and the Fool card. All right, you're wrapping this up this week, Scorpio. Maybe you felt whatever it is was too inconsistent for you, and that Knight of Wands energy. I mean, if this is work-related, some of you are just going to like throw your hands up and quit your job this week. And if this is any other kind of soul contract here, friend, family member, lover, yeah, maybe it was because they were inconsistent. But I'm also taking the Knight of Wands as you. You're the one taking inspired action to leave this behind and walk away from it. Knight of Pentacles. Tell me about the Knight of Pentacles here for Scorpio. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here? Bottom of the deck, Nine of Swords. I think this is whomever, whatever you're leaving behind. I do think that they come in very slowly after this ending. Tell me more about this. One more shuffle. Thank you, because this is returning to the past now. Four of Cups, Seven of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Two of Swords. I don't think it'll happen this week. I think this person is stuck here. I feel like they're confused. I don't think they saw it coming. I don't think they thought that you were going to quit the job or, give your notice or end the connection, end the friendship, end the love ship. I do think when they come out of a state of confusion in that Seven of Cups, they will be offering you the opportunity to like come back to work or partner with them again, or reconnect, with them if they're a friend or family member. For others of you, this could be a lover who comes in at some point in the near future and does want to offer you this passionate new beginning. But I feel like for this week, they're not. I feel like for this week, there's a lot of sadness and confusion about why this ended the way it has. This person's very confused. Two of Swords, King of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. This person is really up in their head about this loss. Again, it's a decision that you're making, and I think that's why they just feel so bewildered and like abandoned here. It's almost like, well, what happened? And everything was going great, but for you, everything wasn't going so great. Again, if you haven't closed this out yet, there's a potential here for this week for you to close it out. Just remember, you have two clear options on how you can address the matter. You can do this in a very healthy way, temperance, or in a very toxic way, the devil energy. How you choose to handle it and close it out will be entirely up to you. But it looks like this week you're closing it out. It's a small victory. Some of you feel like, you know, you had to have the last word, or you were, you know, you were going to, if this was going to end, it was going to end on your terms and your time. There's a lot of anger here, though, for the Scorpio collective. So just keep that in check. I don't know your personal birth chart, so I don't know how all of these various astrological movements and placements are affecting you this week. We have Venus in retrograde. We just had that full moon in Virgo. It was a total lunar eclipse. Mercury is still in retrograde. Mars is in Cancer, where it's not very comfortable, although it is direct. We have that new moon coming up on Saturday, the partial solar eclipse. Like, again, I don't really know how that's all playing out for you. It could be like emotions are running high for you this week because of that. Are you redirecting your energy on your other successes in life? You absolutely are. Is closing this out in and of itself a little bit of a victory for you? It is. But it's a small victory, because I don't really think at the end of the day you wanted to close this out. And I think that's where all of this anger and aggression is coming in at. But that's what I have for you, Scorpio. Looks like the collective is closing out something pretty monumental that at some point they trusted, but then in the end felt that they really could not trust whatever this is. And so they're choosing to eclipse it out of their life. That is what I have for you, Scorpio, for the week of March 23rd, 2025. If you like this message and it resonates with you, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Whew, that was a heavy one. Sagittarius, let's see what you don't see coming for the week of March 23rd, 2025. You have talking crap. Sag, I feel like your bullshit meter is on this week, and you're engaging with an individual or individuals, and that meter is about to actually like break the meter. Like I feel the needle on it is like all the way in the red. You know that this person is talking out of their butt. They're not telling you the truth. They could be gaslighting you. They could be lying to you, or making promises they can't keep. Bottom of the deck, we have Seven of Cups. Not only is this person confused, they're making you confused because they're talking crap. Tell me more about this for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. What do they need to know? We have the Three of Pentacles. So it could be like within a group of people, someone you work with. This could be regarding your finances. Tell me more about this. One more shuffle. Thank you. This is further clarified by the Lover. So maybe for some of you, it is a love partner, or there's a choice here that needs to be made. And we have the Tower. And then the Hermit. Oof. Bottom of the deck, we have Five of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. Nine of Cups, Eight of Cups, King of Pentacles. I want to clarify the Tower, but Sag, I feel here like you have been working on something this week, or I shouldn't say that. You've been working on something for quite some time. It's like, I thought we were getting along well. I thought we were building this, or I thought we were rebuilding this, or I thought I was on my way. I thought everything was working out in my favor. And something is going to happen here which makes you feel in lack or abandoned. I think you feel like whomever this individual was, that they were lying to you or making promises they couldn't keep. Eight of Swords. I want to, let's clarify that, Lovers, here, because that is the ultimate choice card in tarot. I mean, for some of you, yes, this could be in regards to love. We do have enough cup energy here on the back end. But tell me more about the Lovers here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Lovers is being clarified by the Empress, the Hangman, and the Four of Swords. Let's clarify this Tower. What is this Tower? Why is the Tower here for Sagittarius? Bottom of the deck, the High Priestess. You knew this was coming. You knew this was coming, this ending. You could smell it, or you knew it would play out this way. You didn't want to believe it. There's a situation in your life that's about to be radically transformed. There are 4 butterflies here in this tower. Tell me more about this. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Ace of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. There's communication here. Again, you knew this was coming. You knew with. Look at the Ace of Wands. In this deck, it's like burning in her head. Like you knew this. Page of Pentacles and Page of Swords. This is tangible proof, tangible information, tangible news that rocks the foundation of something you've been working on. What is this news that Sag is getting? Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords. What is this message here? One more shuffle. Thank you. What is the news you're getting? Justice, the Fool, and the Magician. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Cups. Some soulmate, soul bond connection here. I kind of feel like you've been trying to manifest for this to all work out. Like whatever soulmate, soul bond connection this is, you made the choice that in the process of you healing, right? Empress to the Hangman to the 4 of Swords, like you made the choice, I'm going to heal myself. And I also hope that I can heal the situation with this individual. I feel like you thought at some point you can have this new beginning with this person and this Ace of Wands energy. But this week you're receiving some solid pentacle, tangible proof here. It's something you're seeing or witnessing. It's well documented. This Page of Swords here is looking at a book. So this is well documented. This can't be refuted. And I think it's making you realize that this has not been imbalanced. You've been manifesting this and you've been working on this, but this has not been fair. And it's almost like pushing you. In the original Fool card, in the original Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck, the Fool is facing the cliff that they're about to leap off of. And in this deck, this person's back. I feel like you're being pushed. You're going to feel this week, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. Like I'm being pushed off the ledge. Tell me about the Hermit. I feel like you end up doing a lot of introspection here and trying to gain some clarity about why this played out the way it did. Again, I think whatever this was has been difficult to begin with. And that's why you've been paused and reserved and trying to heal yourself and trying to rebirth yourself in some way or regenerate yourself. And while you've been working on yourself, you also simultaneously been working on whatever connection this is, thinking you could heal it. It looks like this week you're realizing or you're receiving tangible proof that it was a false start. It's not what you were manifesting and hoping for. And I think you feel pushed. You're being forced into a new beginning. We have the Hierophant here at the bottom of the deck. So you're reevaluating your core beliefs, your values. Tell me more about the Hermit here. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Hermit is being clarified by the 6 of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the 2 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Swords. I think you're cutting out whomever or whatever this is, pouring a lot of love into yourself and making plans to move on from it. 6 of Swords is a card of movement. And the 2 of Wands is leaving the old Ace of Wands, which I think was a false start here, leaving it in the past, now holding the new Ace of Wands and looking out into the future. I think you realize that whatever this person was promising you or trying to sell you or trying to get you to like buy into and believe, I think you realize now that they were just talking crap. This was a false start here or a false restart. I think you feel abandoned and neglected by this individual. Tell me about this Knight of Cups here. Tell me about the Knight of Cups here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Bottom of the deck, we have 3 of Wands. So 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands. Sag, I feel like when you leave behind whomever or whatever this is what's waiting for you. I think you thought that this at some point can be this, but it's not. So after feeling abandoned by this and healing this abandonment wounds, once you're ready, when you're ready, because this is like projected out into the future a little bit, when you're ready to pick up that key and enter this doorway, to clearly move on from this once and for all, I think this is where you have this beautiful Knight of Cups come into your life. Bottom of the deck, 3 of Wands. Yeah, as soon as you move on officially from whatever this is, this was a false start here or a false restart. And I think this week you're receiving tangible proof that this person was a liar. So I want to say by October, that's when this is coming in, between now and October. I'm not saying you have to wait till October, but because we're all on different timelines. So as soon as you close this out, within 10 months of closing this out, this comes in. I feel for a lot of you, this is a partner that, because we saw the 6 of Cups, we have the Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, the Lover's card. I feel like this was a relationship that you were trying to heal from something that happened. You were also trying to heal the connection. And I think this week you received tangible proof that kind of forces you to move on from it because this person was lying to you or deceiving you in some way. This is what's coming towards you once you can close this out. 9 of Pentacles, this person will be single. They will be abundant. We have the 8 of Cups and we have the 9 of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the Moon. I don't think you see this coming. This is on your, while you're moving away from this past thing, when you're becoming single and independent of it, autonomous of it. I think that's when you meet this person. You're close to, very close to closing this out. You're at the 8 and at the 9s. So once we start seeing the 10s in your reading, then we know that you're really ramping it up. I think just this week is the epiphany because of some tangible proof that you're getting that this was a false start or a false restart here. You're going to start making plans to move away from it. And I do think that once you do close it out within 10 months of you being on this new path in your life, you are meeting this new person, and this person is single and they are abundant. And it's something that you don't see coming. But yeah, Page of Cups, this is flirty, new love coming into your life. I don't think that you saw this ending coming or this revelation coming, at least not this week. I don't think you saw it coming. For some of you with that Justice card, this is happening like, you know, within a couple of days before or after the energy of the new moon on March 29th. For some of you, you're divorced. You're married to this person. You will make the decision to divorce this person. So yeah, I don't think you see this coming. I'm sorry, Sag. I know you've been going through a lot, but I think the end is near. And I think you're realizing that whomever or whatever this is, this was a false start or false hope here. They gave you false hope. I think you're seeing things very clearly this week because of some tangible proof that you're coming across or you're finding, and you're realizing this person has been talking out of both sides of their mouth. They've been talking crap. And so now you'll be making plans to move on from them. And if this is a love ship, which I believe for most of you it is, it looks like within 10 months of closing it out, or if it's not within 10 months, it's just by like October of this year, you have a really new love coming into your life. That is what I have for you, Saggy, for the week of March 23rd, 2025. If you like this message and it resonates with you, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Capricorn. Let's see what you don't see coming for the week of March 23rd, 2025. We have kissing butt. Someone is kissing your butt this week, Capricorn. Tell me more about kissing butt here for the Capricorn collective. This person is holding flowers, so maybe this person will try to gift you something, maybe to make up for an argument or something that they did to upset you or to cause conflict with you. Bottom of the deck, 9 of Wands. I feel like this is a pattern with this person. They hurt you and then they come in with an apology, or they come in with a gift, or they try to do something nice. This could be a friend, a family member, a coworker, a neighbor, a lover. I have the 10 of Wands. This is a very burdensome connection for you. Very burdensome connection. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 10 of Wands, further clarified by 5 of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Tower. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hangman, the 3 of Swords, and the 2 of Pentacles. That leaves the Hierophant to the High Priestess to the 10 of Cups. For some of you, this is a family member or someone that you're married to. I mean, this could be a very close friend that you have treated like family. And I say that because I have the 10 of Cups card here, 3 cards in. So I just kind of feel like this is a very burdensome connection for you, Capricorn. This person's constantly making you feel depleted, and then they come in with an apology. I feel like this person is very inconsistent with you. I think they're constantly breaking your heart, leaving you on red, rejecting you, and then again coming in with some kind of an apology. Tell me about the Page of Wands. I believe this is the news or communication or information you're receiving this week, and it's triggering a Tower moment here. Tell me about the Page of Wands. I think the Tower moment is them kissing your butt, like trying to come back in again and trying to repeat this cycle with you again. Bottom of the deck, Star. Could be dealing with an Aquarius this week. Doesn't have to be. Tell me more about this Page of Wands. That's also Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. One more shuffle. Thank you. Page of Wands clarified by Page of Cups. This is the apology. This is the kissing butt. The Ace of Pentacles, that would be buying you something, and the Sun. Could be dealing with a Leo here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. No offense to the cross watcher. I feel like this is immature energy. I don't always get that for the pages, but I feel like this person is just trying to discover ways to come in very small to apologize. I do think they're looking to spend money on you this week. Again, whether that's buying you flowers, buying you a gift, offering to take you out to eat. There's something here about this person wanting to restore this connection, wanting to heal this connection in that Sun energy. But again, this is coming after the 5 of Cups and 10 of Wands, after the disappointment, after the neglect, after making this a very difficult situation for you, or leaving you on red, or ignoring you for a long time, or breaking your heart, or maybe juggling you with other people, or not making you a priority. Again, I get this feeling, Knight of Cups, yeah, here they come, riding in. I get this feeling this is a pattern with this person. And how long this pattern continues for is up to you. We are in Mercury retrograde till April 7th. So, yeah, this is someone who's really hurt you in the past. There's that pattern. 9 of Wands. Tell me more about the Tower here for Capricorn. One more shuffle. Thank you. I think it was your reading that I said the break and repair method. This person breaks you in some respect, in some aspect, and then comes in and tries to repair it. 3 of Pentacles. There we go with the repairing. And the 3 of Cups. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Pentacles. Break and repair. Break and repair. Yeah, you have someone coming in from the past. Could be a current person. Take it how it resonates to you. Friend, family member, a lover. Made you feel neglected. Made you feel not good enough. This was a very burdensome connection for you. At some point, there was a disconnection or a severance. Could have been full blown out heartache for some of you. You know, it's a collective general reading, whether they ghosted you, or they left you unread, or they left you hanging, hangman energy, or they broke your heart, or they didn't make time for you, or they were juggling you with someone else or something else. You know, 6 of Pentacles, giving a little to you, giving a little to something or someone else, not fully investing in you. And this week, they're coming in a little meek, a little humble here in their energy, trying to buy you something or trying to restore this connection. There's an apology here. They're hoping for reconciliation. Now, this doesn't have to be anything big. This could be like at work this week, someone drops the ball. Notice in the 10 of Wands, someone's dropping a wand. It could be something like that where you're working with a colleague. They dropped the ball this week and it creates more of a burden for you at work. And while you feel very disappointed, you have to keep going, right? Stuff still has to get done at work. It could be within a day or two of that happening. Then this person comes in with an apology, maybe flowers for your desk or something like that for your work area, or they could offer to buy you lunch or bring you a cup of coffee. There definitely is something here where this is a repeated pattern with this person, either breaking your heart or, like I said, leaving you suspended, leaving you on red, leaving you hanging, or dropping the ball and leaving you to kind of like do the work or clean up their mess. And then they come in with an apology. So you know exactly who this is. It's different for all of you, but it looks like this week it's happening again. Again, breaking something and then coming in an attempt to try to repair things with you. So that's what I have for you, Capricorn. Keep your booty clean this week because it looks like someone is coming in to kiss it. That's what I have for you for the week of March 23rd, 2025. If you like this message and it resonates with you, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Aquarius. Let's see what you don't see coming for the week of March 23rd, 2025. You have giving money. This could be Pentacle energy as well. Time, love, money, commitment, etc., etc. Tell me more about this for Aquarius. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups. Could be a new opportunity in love for some of you. For others of you, you are spending money or Pentacle energy on yourself this week as an act of self-love. Tell me more about this. Okay. Eight of Swords wanted to flip over, and there it is. Wow. To the Seven of Swords. My word. Tell me more about this for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Page of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have High Priestess, Two of Wands, and Nine of Swords. That leaves the Five of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Nine of Pentacles to the Lovers here at the bottom of the deck. Tell me what the Seven of Swords is here for Aquarius. I'm getting a twofold message here for the Aquarius collective. One, I think you've been healing and really up in your head about some ending that you've had here with a particular individual. Maybe this is someone you feel like you couldn't trust them, or they really let you down, or they lied to you, or they betrayed you in some way. And this could be the week where you're having an emotional turning point and deciding to find ways to bring stability and happiness back into your life, spending money on yourself, or maybe going out or taking yourself out to eat, or trying to rejoice or reconnect with friends, something like that. I feel like you're turning your back to whomever this is. It's still plaguing you mentally. Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords. But I feel like in the like physical 3D world, you're trying to look good, smell good, like take care of yourself, spend money or Pentacle energy in some respect on yourself this week. Bottom of the deck, Four of Wands. For others of you, this person who did this to you is coming back around this week, looking for reconciliation. And part of you knew that they would eventually return. Tell me more about the Seven of Swords here. One more shuffle. Thank you. You have the Nine of Wands. So this is a pattern with this person that you've had in the past. Four of Wands, someone that you lived with, or you shared a home with, or you had them in your home, or that's something that you wanted with them. And two cards came out here. Five of Wands and the Star card. Definitely twofold message here for you, Aquarius. Yeah, some of you are deciding to now spend money and Pentacle energy on yourself because of this ending with this other entity or this other person. And then for some of you, while you are doing that, this person is coming back in this week wanting reconciliation with you. Tell me more about the Three of Cups here for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Pentacles. I feel like that's what you're trying to get to. You're trying to feel more stable, balanced, grounded, taking care of yourself. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Three of Cups, clarified by Six of Cups, the World, and the Death card. There you go. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups, could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Doesn't have to be. I also have another Aquarius here. Scorpio in the Death card. Pisces and the High Priestess. Take it all how it resonates and only if it does. But yeah, for a lot of you, this is someone from the past. It is a soulmate, soul bond contract. It's one that you closed out with this person, but they would like to rebirth this connection and have a new cycle with you. Their hope is to invest Pentacle energy into you, and they're hoping that you will do the same with them. This person's looking for reciprocity. So yeah, that is what I have for you, Aquarius, for the week of March 23rd, 2025. It looks like some of you are beginning to invest time, money, love, etc. into yourself. And while that is great, and I do think that it will help you emotionally and physically, I still think mentally you're caught up in your head about whatever transpired here with this individual. And then for most of you, this person is coming back this week looking for some kind of reconciliation. And honestly, I think that just kind of puts you in your head a little bit further. So that is what I have for you this week for the week of March 23rd, 2025. If you like this message and it resonates with you, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Pisces. Let's see what you don't see coming for the week of March 23rd, 2025. We have an offer. You are receiving an offer here, Pisces. Now, I think in your tarot card of the week, I had said this reading was for people who had made the life shift or the timeline jump. And I said that there would be someone new coming in. I think I said in your reading, pay attention even to like who you're standing in line behind, like if you're getting coffee, and this has a coffee cup here. So I don't know if those two messages are the same or if I'm reading for the same group of you or the same timeline. So let's see what happens here. Tell me more about this offer here for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. This is something being extended to you. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles. And you've waited a long time for this. What came out of the deck? Page of Cups, an offer. Look at this. The offer is holding a cup and the Page of Cups is holding a cup. I love this. I do think I'm reading for my new timeline peeps. I do. Okay, tell me more about this for Pisces. One more shuffle. Thank you. Page of Cups, further clarified by, wow, King of Cups. Well, that escalated quickly, didn't it? Knight of Wands. And the Lovers, oh my God, single Pisces. You've been single for a while. You've been rebuilding your life. You've been healing. You have a serious love offer this week. Justice, the Hierophant, the Queen of Swords. I love this for you. This is definitely for my new Pisces or the new timeline for Pisces. So if you haven't jumped ship yet, Pisces, again, this is what you're missing out on. This is a very emotionally stable individual. They're very passionate. It looks like there's some flirtiness here this week. You have a choice whether or not you want to engage with this individual. This could be happening within the energy of that new moon on March 29th. I feel like you share the same values with this person, and I don't think you're going to know that right off the bat, but in your conversation with them, I think you're going to find this individual to be very smart. They're very analytical. They're very direct. They do like to communicate. And I think what you realize is the two of you are on the same page and you have the same vision and values and goals for your life. Now, maybe you're a little hand shy because of what you've gone through in the past or whatever ending you've had. And I think that's why you have the choice here. This is your choice if you want to take this person up on their offer and, you know, exchange phone numbers or meet them on a date or something like that. And look, for some of you, maybe this is a friend that's coming in. Could be a platonic connection, but it is a soulmate. It is meant to be on your path. This is someone who is making you an offer this week to connect with you in some way, even if it's platonic. This is karmic justice here. Bottom of the deck, Four of Wands. Oh my God, this is victory. This is happiness. Again, whether this is a friend that will become family in time, could be a new lover for many of you. Get out of the house this week, Pisces. They're not going to find you if you're sitting in your house with all the doors and windows locked. They're just not, unless it's like, you know, the Amazon Prime delivery driver or the postman, postwoman thing. If you're on a new timeline, bravo to you. Tell me more about the Lovers card. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Lovers clarified by the moon. You do not see this coming. I mentioned the new moon within the energy of this. Again, we see the Knight of Pentacles. You've waited a long time for this love offer or this opportunity. Again, it could be platonic. I don't want to get everyone's hopes up high, but even if it's platonic, this is the friend you need, right? This is someone that you need in your corner. You'll have the same goals and same vision. It's someone you can communicate with and have a good time with, and they'll help you get out of your shell and go out and have fun. So I like this for you. Chariot, this is coming in hot, coming in quick. The Tower, you don't see it coming. And Seven of Cups. I feel like this person introduces you to a lot more people, a lot more cups. So again, if this is like a lover, this would be someone who has a very large family or a very large network of people in their life. And so you're going to meet more people through them. This person is intended to be on your path, to expand your life, to help you grow, because you're rebuilding your life now from an ending. And this person is, again, could be a friend, like I said, but they just know a lot of people, and you're going to meet a lot of people and have some great new experiences with them. And for others of you, like if this is a lover, they could have a large family or they know a lot of people. There's just something here, like your world is about to open up this week. A very strong Cancer energy here, but take it how it resonates. Don't ask them for their zodiac sign, although maybe you can. Maybe that's something the two of you will have in common, right? Because it looks like with that Hierophant card that you have shared vision and shared values. And if this is a love offer, yeah, it very well could go the distance, and you could have a higher level of commitment with this person in the future, maybe by June. You know, Queen of Swords is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So that next season there would be June, would be Gemini season. So maybe by mid-May to mid-June, this starts, you know, progressing. This love relationship starts progressing. For others of you, you'll take it more seriously by June, and then maybe by Libra season. Queen of Swords to Justice, things are really, really, really taking off. We saw the Four of Wands card. So, you know, maybe by Libra season, you're moving in with this person or they're moving in with you. And if it's a friend, your life will just be expanding by Gemini and Libra season. By Aquarius season next year, I think your life looks radically different because of this new person here being put on your path, whether they're platonic or romantic. Bravo to you. The choice is yours. You don't have to leave your house. You don't have to introduce yourself to new people. You don't have to talk to anyone you're matched with on a dating site. You don't have to give your number to anyone. The choice will always be yours. But this person is being put on your path for a reason. Look for the red flags. Be smart. You know, stay safe wherever you're going. But this week you have an offer coming from someone entirely brand new. And congratulations to you, Pisces. Now, if you are on living in a former paradigm, you haven't quite made the shift yet, and you're kind of on the old timeline, this may be the new person you need that will help shift you onto the new timeline. So maybe someone you kind of know, but you've friend zoned them or they've been on the periphery of your life. They could be coming in with communication this week, making you an offer. But again, that person is being put on your path this week to pull you out of the old timeline and onto the new. This is all new. So some of you are already on the new. And for those of you, you know, on the old timeline, this person is entering or re-entering your life to pull you out of the old timeline and onto the new. It's like, we've got to wrap this up is the feeling here. We got to wrap this up and get into the new by Gemini season here for the Pisces collective. So bravo to you. I like this a lot. Highly claimable message, and I'm not even a Pisces. That is what I have for you, my love, for the week of March 23rd, 2025. What you don't see coming, Pisces, is an offer. If you like this message and it resonates with you, or you wish to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. All right, collective, quick collective, collective reading here for you at the end. Into You is the card at the bottom of the deck. Good chemistry, great vibes, positivity. You have Happiness, Hater, and then you have No Facts and Screenshot here. So collective, whether you are single or partnered, it looks like you are feeling happy this week. For some of you, you do have someone that you're really into. This could be platonic, okay? You could just be going out with a friend and having a great time, or posting things online. I do think that you have someone who's not happy that you're happy, whether you're partnered and you're just into yourself this week and feeling good, or, you know, maybe for some of you, you do have someone in your life and you're both into one another. I definitely like this. This is great vibes and positivity here for the collective who watch my channel. Just keep in mind that you have someone who's not happy about your happy. Okay, bottom of the deck, Fool, new chapter for the collective here. Feeling good, feeling excited, feeling youthful. Tell me more about this here. One more shuffle. Thank you. And look, cross watcher, you don't have to be a happiness hater. You could jump on board to the happy train whenever you want. Strength, Leo energy, the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and the Devil, Capricorn energy. Bottom of the deck, the Tower, Judgment, and the Five of Swords. I feel like a lot of you are feeling really good in your skin despite whatever has happened in the past. I think you're coming out of this period of being Nine of Swords and you're shifting into Nine of Pentacles. It's taking you a lot of strength to do this, to get out of your own head, to enjoy your bounty, to enjoy the fruits of your labor, to feel more stabilized in your energy. But I think you've come a long way. And for some of you, you have someone here in your energy this week. Tell me about the Devil here. I kind of feel like you're beating the Devil this week. And again, energy is fluid. I'm not going to say that you're going to feel this way forever or with this person forever. For those of you where you have a romantic partner, Artist card here at the bottom of the deck. Now, I've got two different messages here. For some of you, you are in a connection this week, or you're rekindling a romantic connection this week, and things are about to really heat up in the bedroom. You know, makeup sex could be pretty good for some of you. So there could be something like that here at play. I don't know why you give me these messages. For others of you, you are conquering the Devil, the negative thoughts, maybe the patterns or the toxicities within yourself. And you're deciding like, no, I want to focus on being happy and my bounty and my stability. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Devil is being clarified by the Seven of Swords, the Chariot, and the Sun card. Oh my God. Bottom of the deck, Six of Wands. I love this for the collective. If you've been in a toxic pattern or toxic negative thinking, the collective here on my channel, you're shifting out of it. This self-sabotaging behavior, the self-sabotaging patterns, the, that self-defeatist, nothing's going to work out for me, that whole never, never, never land that so many of us get trapped in. I feel like you're busting through it. The Chariot is busting through the self-sabotage of Seven of Swords to the Devil. So bravo to you. This week, the collective is feeling happier, healthier, revitalized, looking forward to the future. You've learned something here. You've learned something about letting go of the past or letting go of something toxic, whether that was external to you or internal to you, like the way you felt or the way you thought about something, but you're breaking free. It's a Tower moment for you in that, like, it's literally like busting through the wall. It's like a break on through moment here for the collective. I'm not going to sit in this anymore. I'm taking all the strength I have and I want to stabilize or restabilize my life. I want to have a more happier or sunnier disposition about life. I think you're really into yourself this week, collective, and I like it. For others of you, you are busting through self-sabotaging practices that maybe you've had in a connection in your life, a romantic connection, and you are making the conscious choice and decision and effort this week to heal this connection. Again, you're going about it in a different way, which is a Tower moment. Maybe in the past you would have mother effed this person or whatever. But this week you're like, nope, I'm going to be very grounded and balanced. I'm not going to get in my head. I'm not going to sabotage this opportunity. And I really want to work at healing this connection. And with that comes victory. Six of Wands. I love this. But you have someone here who's not liking it, not liking that you're happy, not liking that you're doing things differently, not liking that you're independent and autonomous and feeling good, not liking that you have a romantic partner in your life, or you're ready to maybe get out there into the world and meet someone new. Some of you, you're reconciling. You have someone here who's not liking it. They are casting judgment on you. They are not liking it because they're not in this energy. You're like good vibes and good chemistry and great vibes and all this stuff. And this person is watching you in the shadows with disgust. I just heard with disgust. Tell me more about this person. What does the collective need to know about this person? And I don't think this person wants to fight with you. In this deck, the Five of Swords, all the swords are on the ground. But look how they're looking. Like they're just looking at your happiness, or looking at your photos, or looking at your social media, and or just feeling your good vibe energy and not liking it at all. I feel like you're moving on from the arguments. Like even if you know who this person is, maybe in the past you argued with them about it. You're not even arguing. You're just moving on and being happy. Tell me more about the Five of Swords here. Who's this person? Bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords. Could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Could be someone who's very sharp with their mouth. Five of Swords. And the Knight of Swords could be someone who's typically very aggressive. What just fell out here? We have Justice. Could be a Libra for some of you, but I feel like this is more timing. So within a couple of days of that new moon, March 29th, a couple of days before, a couple of days after, that's where it's hitting this person, that your happiness is really bothering them. I feel like all week long, they're sort of tolerating it. And then by the time we get to like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I feel like they're really pissed off about it. Tell me more about this. One more shuffle. What about this person? Eight of Cups, the Empress, and the Three of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Six of Swords. Yeah, I feel like this person is emotionally withdrawn or emotionally detaching, or they don't like seeing this glow up, this Emperor, Empress status that you're in, that you're working on something new, or you're working on happiness, or you're collaborating with this person or with these people. There's something here where you are trying to balance yourself out, or rebalance yourself, or balance a connection, or rebalance a connection from the past that maybe fell apart. And this week you're looking to reconcile. Like whatever it is here, you are leveling up Empress status. You're working again on creating something new, or rebuilding a foundation with someone after the Tower. It's like you're moving on from the drama. This person cannot move on from the drama. And the Eight of Cups card in this deck, this person is sitting down. So for me in this deck, this is not a card of movement. Typically the Eight of Cups is a card of movement because we see the person physically walking away towards their Nine of Cups. No, this person is looking out at you. This person is looking out at you. So I just feel like this person is sitting in judgment. So just know that. Protect yourself this week. I have these. I bought them on Amazon. I don't make any money, but it's like an evil eye protector. I have one on every floor of my house. If you've seen my readings before, you've heard me say that. There's one in my wallet. There's one in my vehicle. I've given this to my beau, my friends, my family members. Again, they're really cheap. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them in most stores these days, but I would definitely have some kind of evil eye protector or call back your energy. I do that at the end of every day. I ask source, I call back my energy from anyone who does not have good and pure intentions with me and for me. And I call my energy back from them, especially after doing all of these heavy readings. So I just feel like there's a need here for you to protect your energy this week, because I kind of feel like this person is looking at you. Again, that feeling was with like great disdain or great disgust type of thing, because you're trying to do things differently or move in a different way. You're just overall happy whether you're single or partnered, and this person is sitting in judgment with you. Even this, they're like looking back. So even in the Six of Swords card, this person is still like, it's almost like they're unable to move on because their eyes are on you and eyes are on your happiness. So That's what I have for you this week, collective, for the week of March 23rd, 2025. Protect your energy. You're feeling good, looking good, smelling good, doing things differently. And someone out there, and look, and they have no facts. Like, look, it says has no facts, making crap up, getting evidence, getting proof, you know, crying. So obviously this person is very depressed or very sad and not happy that you're moving on, or maybe you're moving on without them. You know, it's different for all of you. Definitely feels like karmic energy here. Again, just protect your happiness and your energy this week, and keep doing you, boo-boo. That is what I have for you for the week of March 23rd, 2025. If you like this message and it resonates with you, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for all of you again, I'm wishing you a fantastic week, as well as light, love, and peace.